Honored guests, lend me your ears. Long has our fair Vermund suffered, without a true monarch to guide her and her people. Decades have passed since last His Majesty Erland sat atop the Draken throne. Long have we endured, yet it has not been for naught. At last, the bell has tolled on the age of the Council. At last, we may celebrate the coming of our rightful ruler. The return of the Sovereign.
My word! Such an inspiring visage.
Your Majesty shall have my eternal fealty.
Your Majesty, oh how long I have awaited this moment.
Behold, before you sits the rightful inheritor of the Draken throne, chosen by the dragon as its enemy. Behold and rejoice! Fortune has delivered us our savior at last! At last! Praise be, for only the Sovereign's guidance can lead us true. All hail the Sovereign! All hail! Let all present pledge their allegiance to the Sovereign. Let us be united in the hope that our liege's reign will ne'er end. Long live the Sovereign of Vermund! Long live the Sovereign!
Arisen, thou who wouldst slay the dragon, if thou seekest to behold this world in its true aspect, abandon thy reason. Cast aside thine heart and thy life both. demonstrate thy will. For naught but thine ambition can alter the course of the rivers of fate.
Now, which one of you was it? No need to be shy. I've just got to take down a record of your name and face. Come on, step forward. Is it you? No? It is hard to say. If the pawn are you the one, then? Speak up, you good-for-nothing pawns. Which of you is it? Is it you? No? Aha! I thought I recognized you. I ill like that look in your eyes. 'Tis queerly brazen for a pawn. Most of your kind have eyes blank as a cadaver's. Mayhap 'tis only natural, seeing as how you rise from the dead. There's aught different about you, though. Could it be that you fear death just as we mortals do? Worry not, vessel. 3 days here.
Learn your place, Paul.
Like it or not, I must go with you.
Turn your gaze elsewhere. I'll not be stared at.
Time to be heading home.
I drew the short straw.
What do you think you're up to, layabout? Get a move on!
Do your injuries pain you? Pray, do not overexert yourself. This is no place for one of your ilk. 'Tis harsh beyond measure. Even we pawns are pushed to the brink. You ought not anger the Overseer. Let us proceed to the site. 'Twould be unwise to disobey. The Overseer will show you no mercy.
Mayhap I ought to be getting home.
Adventuring's a grand way to wind up a cadaver.
Time for you to get to work.
You are prepared to work. Then you ought begin by carrying stones out from the station in the back and bringing them here.
Oh, could use a rest.
The vicinity is quite cluttered. Pray leap, or aught that poses a hindrance to you.
I'd sooner be home.
A job well done. Now the next step is to... What is this commotion? Perhaps we ought to investigate.
No, the damn thing's been awoken. You got fell that fiend, even at the cost of your lives! Get me out of here! Now!
Observe your foes carefully and attack as the situation demands. Shields offer welcome protection from attacks. Boulders, barrels, and the like can make effective weapons to the clever combatant.
Are you unharmed?
Consign it!
You ought flee while you can. After all, your charge awaits you. You cannot linger in this place forever. You have lost your memories. It is surely the work of a feral curse, but worry not. You need only believe in your own destiny, Arisen.
Consign it. The accursed creature escaped. Oh, you! Get back here! Quickly!
This way, Arisen! Come this way. Let us flee.
You must jump. That is the only way.
No one could survive a fall from this height. Not even a pawn.
can of this world you must protect.
Pray, keep your distance, Arisen. Worry not for me. The brine may swallow me whole, but I will not perish. There is a stone not far from here, known as a rift stone. Pray, seek it out. If you're truly the Arisen, then our paths will surely cross again.
Oi! Are you all right? What happened here? A griffin appears one moment and falls the next. And now you stand before me. Was it you then? The one who was riding on its back? 'Tis a wonder you survived. Accompany me to the stronghold. We'll treat your wounds and hear your story. Where exactly is this jail you say you escaped from? I've never heard of such a place. There's certainly naught like that here in Vermund. Could it be you were held in the neighboring country of Battahl? Nay, I suppose that's unlikely. We've been estranged from Battahl ever since the war. It is difficult to imagine any citizen of Vermund being sent there. Fie! Goblins! Let's take up your weapons, sir. You'll be needing it. Where are you going? I'll not force you to receive treatment, but I'd at least like a word. items to be scavenged from the bodies of monsters and their ilk. If you're not squeamish about picking at their bones, that is. Have you beheld the dragon as yet? Why not? I count that a blessing. All I know for sure is that 'tis a beast e'er more fearsome than a griffin. One need only look at the miserable state of the village of Nelm to see that. We can but hope that the Sovereign will rid us of it ere long. No mean feat, to be sure. But that's the Sovereign's duty, isn't it? When the dragon rears its ugly head, the Sovereign appears among the people and steps forth to challenge it. I dare say Vermund owes much of its prosperity to the Sovereigns who have served it o'er time. Though, personally, I'm just glad to know we've got someone looking out for us.
Welcome, Arisen. We pawns have long awaited your arrival.
What is this? Pawns? They bend the knee to you so readily, but then... No. Surely you cannot be the Arisen.
You seek the Riftstone, do you not? We can take you to it. Pray, come this way. Before you stands a Riftstone. "'Tis a gate by which we of the Pawn Legion may cross o'er into this world. Pray, summon your pawn. Simply paint with your mind's eye the loyal attendant whom you would have serve you. The people here are evacuated. Danger might lurk anywhere. Where?
Its former Arisen appear to be plentiful in this world. There are more who can yet be saved.
Tis a way. The people here are evacuated.
It seems the rain has abated. Former Arisen appear to be plentiful in this world.
There are more who can yet be saved.
Former Arisen appear to be plentiful in this world. Danger might lurk anywhere. Wear every shadow, and mind the ceiling. Danger might lurk anywhere. Wear every shadow, and mind the ceiling. Pawns are oft called nomads, for we wander between this world and the many other realms with which we are connected. I am no exception, and my experiences in these other worlds will doubtless be of aid to you on your adventure. 'Tis my privilege to accompany you as your loyal pawn, and I will gladly use the knowledge I gain to guide you.
Well, I'll be. A pawn summoning before my very eyes. You truly are the Arisen, then. Strange. I thought the Arisen was in the capital. Surely there's only meant to be one Arisen. Fie, this is all beyond my ken. The Watchhead would know what to do, I'm sure. Though, as luck would have it, he's away. I suppose we'll save any further questions till the Watchhead returns. You're free to do as you like afore then. What? You've no memories, you say? Mayhap you could make for Melve, then. 'Twas set upon by the dragon not long ago. The Arisen is said to bear some deep connection to the dragon. Should you be Arisen, mayhap you'll recall aught of import there.
Hail, Arisen. Pray, ask aught you wish to know. I shall answer, if 'tis within my power to do so. Very well. May fortune speed you on your...
I trust aught's well, sir.
Hail, Arisen. Pray, ask aught you wish to know. I shall answer, if 'tis within my power to do so. 'Tis the name given to fate's chosen, even with your memories lost to you. I am afraid you cannot escape your fate. Very well. May fortune speed you on... Hail, Arisen. Pray, nomads, we are oft called. Born in other worlds, we travel. However, I cannot speak as to our true nature, for I know of it not. None of us do. Riftstones are gates. By their power have we crossed into this world. Very well.
I enjoy tackling fierce foes and prefer combat's thrills to gathering items. I am confident and may act independently. Ah, good. I see the Arisen's found someone to handle our busy work.
A grand adventure awaits us. I just know it. Let us work together to honor the Arisen's.
First, assess the field, then add to war.
A treasure chest. Shall we see if we can't make our way over to it?
Hoy there. You seem well tired. Tell you what, you can stay here tonight free of charge. I'll expect coin from tomorrow, mind. My pa always used to say, there's naught a good night's sleep can't fix. Not much else I can offer, I'm afraid, but you'll find all sorts at a finer inn. Aye, being armed is better than being defenseless, even if you're untrained. Still, 'tis worth devoting yourself to a vocation if you can. Opens up new doors, it does. You should stop by the inn in Melve if you get the chance. No hard feelings if you prefer it. They've much more to offer.
There are worse things than turning in early, I must say. Never for a moment did I doubt you'd grow stronger someday. Having said that, 'tis quite a relief.
There's no discipline that steadfast devotion cannot teach. 'Tis the time of day when cities and towns hum with the rhythms of life. Where ought we to go now? Very well. I shall lend you my aid. You do seem to be in need of it.
We're running low on everything, from provisions to crafting materials for weapons and armor. We've had a hard time procuring goods, what with all the monsters lurking on the roads of late. I sent Marcus to gather what we need, but I've just taken stock and I fear the list I gave him was incomplete. What say you? Could I trouble you to run an errand for me? You'll be paid, of course. Glad to hear it. Here, take this list of additional supplies to Marcus. He ought to be somewhere north of here. Hand him the note and he'll take care of the rest.
Let me think on this.
Really now, you mustn't shirk your duty. Lest you forget, 'tis the Arisen we serve here.
Well met.
The best quality a soldier can have. Sir, how can I be of assistance? Hail! You a soldier? 'Twould be a surprise to see you arrive in one piece if not. Hordes of monsters have been plaguing this area of late, you see. We've had to start sending out new recruits to cull them.
Is that so? Who went yonder?
Lachlan. But I dare say he'll fare all right.
Aye, I expect he will. Who was sent out that way, then?
Ricardo. To be honest, sir, I'm a little worried for him.
What? Weren't harpies reported in that area? The lad can't handle those beasts on his own.
This is the first I'm hearing of it. Fie! I want to go to his aid, but we can't just abandon our posts. Say, you seem stout of heart. Would you be willing to go in our stead? 'Tisn't far, only a short ways out from the main gate. You've my thanks. And Ricardo's as well, I'm sure.
We have been called upon to render aid. Let us make haste.
So tired. I barely the vim to
Come
time.
and
Sleep
serve.
on my word.
Some snakes the path.
Oh there. Faring all right?
Well met.
How are things?
Fancy a gander? I've fine goods for sale.
A trying time for merchants of any ilk. Much obliged.
Shopping is such fun.
I hope our coin purse isn't too much lighter.
'Tis as you say.
It's no easy thing, making a living as a soldier.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
No harm in picking a few.
Come to think of it, we're all of differing vocations, aren't we?
One should think we'll be able to counter whatever comes our way.
We must each of us hone our skills. A jack of all trades is a master of none. No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
I'll harvest what I can, should it please you.
'Tis a glad thing we rested when we did.
Try not to get hit. Let all that vim go to waste.
It is generally used as a material.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations.
Who are you? Have you come to aid me? See?
Well done. Sleep.
Strike while I've got it pinned! I'm not sure how much longer I can hold it!
Is that all of them? You have my thanks. I do not believe for a moment I could have slain those creatures without your help. I've only just enlisted, and when I thought this could be the end of me, I was paralyzed. You saved me this time, but I won't always be so fortunate. I'll have to train harder. Well, I'd best be heading back, but I'll be sure to...
Shall we report our results?
What bothersome boar put a chest all the way over there?
How might we approach it?
Have you forgotten something, Arisen? You're looking rather lost. Some masters rearrange their party at the drop of a hat. One such Arisen dismissed me after only half a day of service.
Behold the state of the village. 'Tis a sorry sight indeed. The dragon truly is calamity incarnate. Mayhap a walk through the streets would help jog your memory?
Pity it were the Arisen.
Well met. Let me know what you need. Might have just hoped to see you again.
Well, it takes two to make a sale. And this seller had nothing to tempt us with. Our funds are better.
Hast thou forgotten thy destiny, thy charge? That is most unfortunate. But it doth not release thee from thy fate.
Can you hear me, sir? Sir, stay with me. Thank goodness. How are you feeling? This is the second time I've watched over you like this, isn't it? You do not remember? Then have you forgotten that you protected me from the dragon's flames? You withstood the fire in my stead and were well and truly charred. 'Twas terrible. I had thought your life forfeit. I could not hear the beating of your heart. You hung on, and by some miracle, survived. Arisen, I'm afraid I don't understand your meaning. Does it have aught to do with why you were taken to the castle? They said 'twas so that your wounds could be treated, though I fear you have no memory of this either.
I am a
Arisen-like abilities came to this village, horn in tow. Know you aught of this?
Has he come for you? We are to part so soon, then. Mayhap you will visit me again someday. Till then, take care. Arisen.
Ah, excellent. You must be the one. You match my soldier's description. I'm glad I found you. The ruler of Vermund, currently convalescing in the capital, became arisen here in this very village. If you claim the same, then word must be borne to the capital. I dispatched a missive before coming here, though I doubt the matter can be settled without your presence. Would you be willing to accompany me to the capital? If you truly are arisen, you will be received with open arms. Oh, but forgive me. I scattered my soldiers in a bid to find you. I would not depart without them. We shall have to wait till they are reassembled. Come to think of it, Sir Leonard was asking after you as well. Mayhap now would be a good time to speak with him. Last I saw, he was having a drink at the inn.
Shall we seek some answers?
Say, do you think this one's really arisen?
Oh, have you some business with the apothecary, sir? Dreadful sorry if I was in your way. Oh, no, I'm not lost or naught, sir. You needn't worry yourself on my account. I'm an apothecary in training, you see. My family runs a little shop in Vernworth. So when I heard tell of a medicine only to be found in this village, I thought I'd come and fetch some for us. Made the journey all by myself as well. Well, as luck would have it, I've not enough gold for the medicine. 'Twill be a shame to return empty-handed after coming all this way. But what more can I do? Suppose there's naught else to be done but make for home. Mayhap I'll browse the shops before I leave. See if I can't find aught else to take back with me.
This ladder can take us to new heights.
Ah, excellent find.
Well met. You're the one who saved Ulrika's life, aren't you? She told me all about it. It was a very brave thing you did. I'm in your debt. Ulrika's as good as my daughter. Here, consider this a small token of my gratitude. Now, tell me, are you registered with a guild? Perhaps you already know this, but registering with a guild will grant you access to specialized training, which comes in very useful when pursuing a vocation. Well now, that won't do. You need only speak with the innkeeper to register. Go on, 'twill only take a moment. If there is aught you wish to know of vocations, mayhap I can advise you. 'Tis a vocation for those who seek to master the sword and shield. Fighters favor a balanced approach, excelling in both offense and defense, and can adapt to any situation. I am a fighter myself, and should there come a time when you impress me with your prowess, I might be willing to impart unto you some of what I know. Should you dedicate yourself to a vocation, you will find that new paths to master will open up to you over time. Try them as you like. Very well. There is no wrong choice in any case. It is entirely up to you which vocation you adopt. But I shan't take up any more of your time. Pray, be well.
Diligence has borne fruit at last. There's no discipline that's...
Here at the inn, we also offer changes of vocation for those who seek it. I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me. Did you need something?
The safer the roads, the heavier my pockets. Do come again.
Oh, there's something written here.
Let's have a look then.
What am I to do? You really ought to have returned by now.
So this is where you've been. Come with me to the village entrance. The watchhead's waiting for you.
What say we gather some information?
I don't know what to do.
Ah, well met. Here for some fruit, Roberant, are we?
Do come again.
Shopping is such fun.
I hope our coin purse isn't too much lighter.
I suppose 'tis so.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
What should I get up to?
Chance to put my feet up is as welcome as
There's
fine
much needs
air.
doing.
I'll have an early supper. One never can have too many of these.
What say we pelt one of the next foe we encounter?
It's been a hard day.
It's been a hard...
Must you run so fast? I can hardly...
Ah, you've returned. Good timing, too. I have questions for you. First and foremost, will you accompany me to the capital? My thanks. Are you ready to depart, or do you need some time to prepare? Good. Then let us be on our way.
And a sharp resist.
Your ability to trip over nothing never ceases to amaze me.
Oh, goblins, Master!
That's no doubt about this. Fine display of skill.
Think nothing of it.
Splendid. When tarred, be sure to avoid open flame. One might confidently call that a resounding victory.
No doubt, this triumph will spur us into the next.
Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favour.
Try not to get hit, lest all that vim go to waste.
When tarred, be sure to avoid open flame.
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall follow your lead and prioritize support.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
No harm in picking a few.
The Arisen is the lawful ruler of Vermund. So it has always been. To claim the title is to claim the throne. Yet, not all claim it. Our kingdom sees many pretenders, and they are not dealt with lightly.
My curative magics are at your disposal. Wait a moment.
Arisen, you are full of surprises. I look forward to informing my own master of that strategy.
Now that is a surprise.
into a pincushion.
That was hard won.
We were overconfident in our abilities. It is a painful reminder that fortune will not always favour us. No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
I must ask you to refrain from charging off. Teamwork is the crux of our strategy.
Don't be such a worrywart. I know what I'm doing. Are we ignoring the enemy today?
Where you do not fall prey to the enemy's attack as we pass.
'Tis no great shock to me.
Do not test me.
Hail, friend! Many thanks for aiding Ocado. 'Twas a relief to see him return, and none the worse for wear.
Aye, that it was. The poor sod might not have made it back alive had you not intervened.
'Twas a bit too early for him to be seeing actual combat. That much was made well clear. We'll be extending his training period. The instructors here are well known for whipping recruits into shape with their grueling regime.
Speaking of training regimes, I must admit I've half a mind to ask you to join us. We could use someone with your experience.
We have succeeded in defending our charge. A sign of good things to come, mayhap?
My heart is light as a feather after that exchange.
What are you up? Fancy a gander? I Fine goods for sale. Much obliged.
what's in it.
I'm dead on my...
I fear I must stray from the thread of our conversation to tell you. We've not counted a thief among our number for some time.
We've no need of a thief if we are content to overwhelm our foes with sheer force.
That's everything assembled. A job well done if I do. Oi! Did you need something? This is from Sir Geoffrey, is it? Let's have a look then. Why? He wants these as well, does he? I thought I was finished. Why should I have to do all this on my own? I've got plenty to carry as 'tis. Say, and make haste. I would depart for the encampment even a moment sooner. Well, go on. You know what to do.
We'll not find anything if we don't start looking.
I'll hold on to this. After all, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure.
How goes it? Have you gathered everything on the list yet? Brilliant! I knew I could count on you. Here, take this for your trouble. I'll be heading back to the encampment now. They'll be expecting me.
We'd best report back.
Come to think of it, different masters favor different pawns. One whom I served preferred to have beastrons for allies.
Words worth hearing.
Oh, I don't need this right now. Oi! Many thanks for passing on that list to Marcus for me. As I hear it, you even assisted him in gathering the supplies. I hope 'twasn't too much trouble. Anyway, you've been a great help. I hope I can count on your aid again should the need arise.
Our efforts have seen the encampment resupplied and Sir Geoffrey with one less care. A good deed all round.
Not a bad idea.
I've no love of conflict, me.
Hail, Arisen. Pray, ask all very well. May for...
I enjoy tackling fierce foes and prefer combat's thrill. Let us work together to honor the Arisen's trust.
I've not trained for this.
You would have me lead? Consider it done.
Harpies, be on your guard. We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness. Avoid flame at any cost, Arisen. You have been doused in oil. Arisen, to me. I shall heal. Wait a moment.
If that is what you wish, Arisen, I'll go on ahead.
Tis a remarkable treasure we've found.
Perhaps fortune has deigned to aid us, at last.
Boy, where do you think you're going? Our destination is the border checkpoint.
This obstacle shan't get the better of us. There must be a way to remove it.
If a ranged attack is needed, you can count upon my aid. Might I be of assistance?
Very useful ingredients to be gathered here, I wager.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
This is
Rather thrilling. It's about time we pressed on, wouldn't you say, Master?
I'll carefully conserve my strength and endeavor to survive every battle by way of sound strategy and defensive tactics.
This ladder can take us to new heights.
Ah, excellent find.
Look, Master! Goblins!
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
Oh, I didn't see you there. Well, I suppose I was preoccupied with my thoughts. Thoughts of you, Arisen, naturally.
I'd wager there's aught to be found here.
Let us ponder how best to proceed.
Let me get that. We are none of us alike in vocation.
It is a tad inconvenient that we can't share equipment.
Let us utilize our individual strengths wherever possible. We have found a material.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations.
Hold here a moment. I shall bid them open the gate.
Who's that you've brought with you, Watchhead, sir?
An Arisen, by all appearances.
An Arisen? Another pretender, you mean? I see the Sovereign's ascension has done little to stop such charlatans from plying their trade.
'Tis uncertain. This one commands the loyalty of the pawns.
What? Impossible. You know as well as I do that there can be but one Arisen, and he's up in the palace.
I'm well aware of how preposterous the idea is, thank you. However, as I do not believe it my place to rule on such a matter, I would make my report to the capital. If the claim is false, we will be rewarded handsomely for our trouble. If the claim is true, however, who can say? All's been arranged. Come, let us pass through the gate.
I've been on my feet all day. My legs are as lead.
A chest. I'll examine its contents, shall I?
Use a rest.
An ox cart was meant to meet us, yet 'tis nowhere in sight. Aught may have befallen it. Best we press on.
Excellent. Just what I was hoping for.
Anyone comfortable?
wait for the new equipment to come in. Naught more can be done.
The indignity of it.
Really now, you mustn't shirk your duty, lest you forget 'tis the Arisen we serve here.
Townspeople depend on
me. Is everyone all right? More marks of the dragon's fury. Its rampage must have weakened the earth here.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
No harm in picking a few.
Not a foe in sight.
I'll take the peace and quiet over a horde of enemies any day. I suppose there can be no harm in bringing this along.
Goblins are close!
No means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
Naught compares to the thrill of victory. One cannot help but feel indomitable.
Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with every battle.
I dare say the cart shan't be traversing this. Onward! It might await us on the road ahead.
That was thrilling. I did not know I could feel so alive.
I see a ladder yonder, but we can't reach it from here. We'll have to get up there and drop it down.
An appropriate choice, Arisen. I'll gladly take the lead.
Oh, I don't know about you, Master, but I'm worn out. Mightn't we have a rest before pressing on?
I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself.
What's this? We're trapped. Cyclops! To think we'd encounter one...
Brave, be on your guard.
You must regain your footing.
Seem I misjudged you. I had taken you for another false Arisen. Goodness knows we see a lot of them. Yet the value you showed in coming to our aid has dispelled such thoughts. Here, take this, as a mark of my trust. Give it to one of the sentinels stationed at the gates to the capital, and you'll be granted an audience with Captain Brandt. You're free to make your own way to the capital now. I see no need to keep you under constant watch, and I'm sure you'll breathe a little easier as well, aye? Of course, if you'd rather continue to accompany us, you are still welcome to join us on the ox cart. 'Tis your decision.
You're well fond of picking things up, aren't you?
Ah, here's the cart now. Do you intend to join us? Very well. Board the ox cart and we'll be off.
If our destination is a distant one, travel by oxcart might be worth considering. Now, what might that be?
Let us ponder how best to proceed.
Goblins! What rotten luck! We've need of your aid again, sir.
Strike! Now, master!
I must stand firm. That's what.
Worse.
Lost track of time. This place is too.
Seems we drove them off. You've my thanks for aiding us. Vernworth isn't far from here. Will you join us the rest of the way? All right. Into the ox cart, then.
I swear I've not blinked once in the last hour.
I was informed of your coming, would-be Arisen.
Captain Brandt, this individual summoned a pawn through a rift stone. Several witnesses can attest to it. Though I admit I had my doubts at first. 'Twould seem this is no mere deceiver.
This one's not a bad sort. Saved our hides on the way here.
As decreed by the great will of our world, there can only be one Arisen. That Arisen now resides within the palace. Indeed, he is our sovereign and the rightful ruler of Vermund. It follows, therefore, that this ruffian before us is naught but a pretender. You must submit to questioning. If you value your life, you will not attempt to flee. I shall conduct the interrogation myself. Stand watch outside. I beg your forgiveness for my insolence, Your Majesty. If the Queen Regent had learned of your existence, I fear your life would have been in peril. I had no choice but to treat you as a pretender, lest my actions draw suspicion from watchful eyes. Then you have truly lost your memory? In that case, mayhap I ought to explain the situation before we proceed. You, and no other, are the Sovereign, the only legitimate ruler of this kingdom. Some days past, you confronted the dragon in the village of Melv, whereupon you became Arisen. The people rejoiced, for our true liege had finally appeared, and in Vermund's long years of council rule. Yet, not all celebrated your coming. Your arrival would have robbed the Queen Regent Disa of everything. During the time of the previous council, she acted as a queen in her own right, ruling the palace as she saw fit. And just after the council's passing, when 'twas all but certain that her son would take his father's place, word reached the castle that the Arisen had been found. To Disa, Your Majesty's very existence is naught but an obstacle to her own family's continued prosperity. The assassination of the Arisen is an impossible feat for mortal hands. Thus, Disa chose to abduct Your Majesty while you recovered from your wounds, in order to rob you of your memory with a fell curse and sell you to Battahl as a slave. Following that, she prepared a replacement to serve as the Sovereign in your stead. A mere puppet. However, with Your Majesty returned, I have no intention of twiddling my thumbs as Disa plays her games. I shall devise some plans to further our cause. Pray, visit me a night in the tavern that we might discuss them. This one's cleared of all suspicion, and has my permission to remain in the capital. You are to trouble the good sir no further. Are we clear?